Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers in the Pheonix solar system. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. This cryopod is where my cameraman is in, because her account doesn't have all the DLC, so I can't build a bed. So I have to go with a cryopod. Unfortunately, the bad news are that I'm running out of energy. In the middle of my introduction,
Energy low.
I played a bit. Okay, apparently I slept enough for the daylight to come by. Alright, I played a bit and I recorded and I didn't do much. I just made plans for the road trip that we're gonna take to the ice lake over there. But for some reason my recording software crashed, and well, actually my Space Engineers crashed. My recording software crashed as well. So both of the recordings from the cameraman and from my perspective basically don't exist. They didn't get saved. And what I did was I went mining a bit, manually mining some nickel, some silicon, magnesium, and some cobalt and iron, because I was making all the components for the new base when we get there, so we already have it and don't have to use the survival kit. And basically what I did, I made the components for basic assembler, a full assembler, basic refinery, 4 wind turbines, 2 batteries, a bed, a couch, a cargo container, and an H2 generator, and a hydrogen generator, just to make sure that I have components for a safe start or an easy start over there. I'm gonna go mine some more iron, because apparently the 17k that I did mine were not enough. The mod that does the aerodynamics of this world, well, it gives you a very nice ability to fly, to make planes, to glide, basically. It also messes up with land vehicles a little bit, and it's not a big problem, it's just a nuisance, but I would like to share it anyway, just to make you aware of it. When you're in a vehicle, on the top left corner, you'll see some information, some numbers. Those are from the aerodynamics mod. Basically, they're providing, you can look up the mod and see which one means what. They're providing some useful information about your current status of the vehicle. One of them is lift, and that means basically that every time we catch some speed in our vehicle, we're actually getting lift. That's all nice and dandy when you want to fly, but when you don't want to fly, for example like I do now, I have a vehicle that has 2 solar panels on top. They're not meant to fly. Those are not for flying, those are not wings. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't care about our intention, it cares about actual aerodynamics. So when you catch some speed, you're getting lift, and even though it's a heavy vehicle, you can still, well, it can still mess up your driving, because you lose some of the grip from the wheels, and also the vehicle tends to pull to one side, which is, like I said, not a big problem, but it's annoying. And it is something that you need to take in consideration when you're building like me, because, those solar panels could have been placed differently and the whole problem would have been avoided. But I did not know, so I figured I'll share. It's not this tunnel that I was talking about, that it's steep and dangerous. I got it confused with the one at the Cobalt area. As you can see, you can still slide all the way down and get some damage without any problems, but without any struggle. But at the same time, this one is a lot safer than the one at the Cobalt mine, the Cobalt mine. So yeah, ignore that. I'm not gonna go to the Cobalt mine anymore because I already mined there. I recorded and I showed everything, but yeah, it happens. It's a very ugly feeling, or it, it it's a very it makes me very sad when I lose recording parts or recording sections, because I know it might be boring when you see me just, manually mine or do nothing interesting with my character, but I'm actually talking, and in my mind, or in my opinion, I'm telling you things that are of some value, more or less. I mean, if somebody would have told me what I'm telling you, I would have considered it to be valuable. But anyway, sometimes I talk too much. Alright, so we're done mining iron.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Hopefully, this amount should be enough. Because I really do not want to come back to mine here. Alright, let's go back home. Also need to maybe increase the strength of my wheels, something. Because as you can see, my truck is going to the left, it's pulling to the left right now. So maybe some more strength, or 40 now, 35 should be. That's friction, okay. Get more friction. Let's see. We have enough strength now? Maybe. The cargo is very heavy in the back, so that's why my vehicle is tilting backwards whenever we're on a steep climb. It doesn't have enough weight in the front. But my gyros are amazingly useful, so I can actually keep it level. So as you can see, the number 5 on the top left corner in the table there, it's getting higher and higher the more speed I get. So now I'm actually getting not flight, what's it called? I'm getting lift. So I'm assuming that's the one. Anyway, the point is, when you're driving fast, you need to keep an eye on that, because you might actually start flying. Alright, so we took all the resources from the refineries. Now, hide what's empty, and let's see something that's not orange. There you go. So, small cargo container. Can we take seeds? Can we take basically everything? I don't want so much ice for the moment. Oh, I have a lot of components that I did not queue up for no reason. Assembler has some resources, okay. Refinery, oxygen tank, we're gonna leave 2 bottles in here, just in case we ever need it. Connector has ice. The collector, I think it's empty, or the collectors are empty, okay. So only for this station. So we have ice and gravel and ice. Alright, so we took everything besides the ice, and we have 10,000 liters left. And we have no ice. We have... yeah, no ice. So we'll take 10k ice. That's only 4,000 liters left. Alright, we don't need space for anything, but we need to take some tools like head empty, and we want in this cargo container to have a drill, a rifle, yeah, why not, grinder, and a welder, and maybe some ammo, like 1 ammo, just as, I don't know, emergency. Okay, so I'm hungry and quite thirsty. Food and water, please, and oxygen. Okay, come on, give me the bonus of water. Good, that's done. We need to go replenish our oxygen bottles. Pum pum pum, dum dum dum. And now that I think we got everything, all we have to do, besides getting rid of that unknown signal, is sleep, wait for it to be daytime, and then we can start our journey. So, here we go. Zippity zoopy zip. Zippity doop. And it's daytime. Daylight. Yay! It's the next day. I love this mod. So, let's not waste any time. We made sure we have everything. This is kind of flimsy. I wish I had one extra layer of connection, just in case. Doesn't break, but too late for that now. Alright, let's go. Everything is double checked and triple checked. Batteries on the escape pod batteries are fully charged. Yep. We have ice, we have oxygen. Let's go. Hopefully we're not going to crash and destroy everything we own. Long journey ahead of us. We're making water as we go. We have oxygen, we have energy. I don't know. I think that's it. I should activate the detector, even though it's gonna drain a bit of power, just to make sure I detect anything from here to the ice lake. Maybe we can find some resources like iron or cobalt. That's very important to have nearby, because we're gonna use a lot of iron, and cobalt is, even though we have some, I really don't want to come all the way down here to mine cobalt. We will if we have to. I mean, if we can't find cobalt anywhere else, we will come back here, but you know, if possible and we can find some closer, that would be very nice. Alright, I need to drive safely, because this trip is basically everything that I have. I'm betting on this trip being successful. If we get attacked, for example, now, well, we might as well call it a day and start the game all over again. Silicone. I don't know if I marked that, but that's quite far, and I don't want to come all the way here. or silicone? I'm thinking more like I'm looking for iron and cobalt. Even if it's here, like this far away, I'm still gonna mark those two because they're a lot closer than the ones that we left behind. Not by much, but they're closer. I think we're heading. Oh, what? Oh! Iron and nickel. Well, that's nice. It's quite far, to be honest. Come on! No! No! Do not flip over. We're stuck. No! No! And let's go. Hopefully we're not gonna have any more. Well, we learned our lesson, so hopefully we don't have to go through that again, at least. We might still have some problems, encounter some issues, or, get in trouble. But at least it won't be the same problem. I hope. Alright, I can see the lake! Slow down. Alright, so we're halfway through, and we already had major changes to our vehicle. Tuning. Should mark that nickel, shouldn't I? Ooh, another iron deposit. Yay! Slow down. Whoa. Is that a rock? Yes, it is. A magnesium rock. Okay. Well, we needed magnesium, so... Yay! We have reached the ice lake. Flat surface. Woohoo! I'm sliding around the ice. Power drifting. Yeehaw! Actually, I have a lot of grip. So probably if I lower the grip, the friction, then I'll be able to power slide. But we made it, and we're in one piece. Well, we still have a bit to go to explore the ice lake, because we need a little hill next to it. But we'll be back when I find the best place for it. So at the moment, we made it, and we have our first red dot, which is probably a base. That's not good, but at least it's not coming for us either. And it disappeared. Alright. Well, I think that's a good thing. Alright, so we'll be back when I find the perfect spot that I want to settle down. Alright guys, so I found a place that I can call home. Actually got very lucky. There's a ore deposit in the middle of the lake with iron. And there's a silicone deposit somewhere like 250, 300 meters away in that direction. Because I picked it up with my detector, which I forgot to turn off. If I were to go backwards a bit. There you go. Silicone, 200 meters away. And a kilometer away in the middle of the ice lake, there's iron. So that's very lucky. I did not detect any cobalt whatsoever. But I'll take what I got. It's better than I expected anyway. So I like this patch of dirt. I can show it better if I'm in the cockpit, actually. There's a hill here that I can dig into, and I got a long strip of ice lake in front of me, which I can turn into a runway maybe. And I got the silicone and the iron right next to me, and who knows, maybe I got some rocks on top of those hills behind me. I did not explore yet, so I don't know what we have. But I know I have iron, which will make this process a whole lot easier. I am going to start in this patch of dirt because it's a nice separation from the ice lake. It looks nice. And it's a bit downwards. I don't know if you can tell, but it goes a bit, it's like an incline. Right, at this point, I need to find a color scheme that we will go for our base. And I'm gonna go with white because there's no snow here. And I want it to be noticeable from a distance. And I don't want any prominent colors like red or yellow. I'm gonna go with white because that's a universal nice color. Let's go default. And then I'll pick up white and I'll go with battered. I don't know. I think I'll try the battered. Carbon fiber clean armor I think is the default. No. Concrete. Yeah, it's like concrete. I might go for that or the dust armor or sci-fi or retro future. Rusty armor also looks nice, but it's a bit too rusty for my taste, so I'll go with retro future maybe. Yes, no? Yeah, we'll go what? Oh. Tank that I forgot to rename. There we go. Got oxygen back. So white retro future looks like it's almost silver, which I don't like. Better there is. Right, now I need to dump this in. I mean, sunk this in. Sunk the armor in enough to be on the same level as the ice lake. So I'm assuming the ice is at the same level as that little patch of ice there. I'll go something like something like this maybe. As low as I can get is this. Let's try this. Oh. Well, if I have it. A little bit above. Alright, so this should be, I mean, this is the lowest point that I can place the armor. So hopefully it's not much or too high above the ice. It's not, just a tiny bit. I can't find a lower place. Maybe I could have found one here a bit lower, I don't know. Well, this is what we got, so this is what we'll work with. Got a bridge per se. I wanna call it that. Anyway, if we take a look here, I think I'm gonna be fine with the height of this, because I'm clearing the refinery just barely, because that's how I designed it to be. Then I can't place any cargoes on top, I mean conveyors, and that is gonna be fine. I can connect something else, whatever, we'll see what we do. And then the top is a bit high. I might lower it, like maybe cut this part and go straight. I don't know, it looks fine, it looks decent. I mean, if you look at it from this perspective, it looks like a hanger, right? It doesn't need to be any lower. No, it's fine, it's actually quite nice. What I could do is have this side continue as half blocks, so it's not a full block in the middle, but then I can't place anything on top, so I need to actually place some wind turbines on top here. So I don't know. But yeah, this is the base. Well, the future base. Gonna be a massive hangar. And we can expand basically whenever we need more assemblers, we can expand this way. More refineries expand this way, etc, etc. So, but you know, for the beginning, it's a decent looking, I hope it's gonna be decent looking base. And we have our lovely tower that I worked a lot on, especially off camera. We still need to weld it, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that without massive amounts of scaffolding, which I'm probably gonna have to do. But we'll get to that in another episode. So for the moment, we have successfully found the ice lake. I mean, we took the trip all the way here and we did not die. I also need to make a GPS waypoint here to my new base. And I'm gonna make it in the middle here. GPS home. Pam pam. This is our new home. Yeah, it's gonna require a lot of iron. So we need to make a miner first before we can even think about welding all this. We need to make a mining machine and go... I would like to mine the iron that's in the middle of the lake, but I really don't want to dig a hole in the middle of the lake. Although, we can just cover it up with steel plates. And it would actually help me get the airstrip at the same height as the ice. Yeah, we'll probably go make a hole, dig in, get some iron with a proper miner vehicle, not by hand, I mean. Yeah, we have some cover with the bump in the hill here that we have. We can dig into it and have like hangars that we can store our planes or aircrafts or vehicles or whatnot. I have plans to make an entrance somewhere along the line of there-ish, parallel to the hangar that we have, so something like that. And go inside the mountain and have parking spots, maybe, within the mountain for vehicles. So we don't have to park them outside. Or maybe we make parking spots, like hangars like that. Like the one that we're building now, we make a bunch of them like in a straight line over here and we park all our vehicles outside. I don't know what to say, but that's just a general idea for the future. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a very long time for me. It took me a long time to get to this point. It was a lot of grind, a lot of up and down the stairs. You're probably not gonna see all the footage of me walking up and down these stairs, but it was, I swear, I feel like I went up and down 100 times, even more, probably. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you like it. Um, Leave any comments or suggestions that you might have. Tell me what you think. Tell me your opinion. Tell me if you have any advice. The first step that I wanted to take is the tower, and we got that done. Now, leave a comment. Subscribe if you enjoyed. It's gonna be a very long series. I'm gonna try and do my best and upload at least one episode a week. It's a lot of work that I have to do, plus I don't have a lot of time in the real life, so let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. You're amazing.